In today's video, I want to talk about the concentration molarity. So with molarity, we're discussing how many moles of solute there are dissolved in how many liters of solution we have. So you've seen this on a bottle before, where it might say something like 2.30 molar hydrochloric acid. So whenever you see that on a label, you can sort of cross out that big M, and it's 2.30 moles per every 1 liter of solution. So there's that many moles of hydrochloric acid per every 1 liter. So if I had a liter of hydrochloric acid, I would have 2.30 moles of hydrochloric acid dissolved into it. So let's try a couple problems when using that equation. So in this problem, it says that I'm trying to make 2,000 milliliters of a solution that contains 152 grams of sodium chloride. So that's a number I'm going to need, and that's a number I'm going to need, and I want to know the molarity. So before I do anything, I need to check my units. So I know I can't have milliliters, so I'm going to change that 2,000 milliliters from milliliters to liters, and there's 1,000 milliliters in a liter. So that would be 2.000 liters. And I also need to change that 152.0 grams of NaCl to moles. So I'm going to drop grams and go to moles and use my periodic table, and that is 58.44. And when I put that in my calculator, I get 2.60 moles. So now we're ready to use that molarity equation. So I know molarity is moles of solute per liter of solution. So I have 2.60 moles of solute, and I have 2.000 liters of solution. So I divide that in my calculator, and I get to 4 sig figs 1.300 molar sodium chloride solution. All right, so I put 3 problems on here. You'll want to go ahead and give these a try, and then I'll have the answers in a couple seconds. So pause the video, try these problems, and then when you come back, you'll see the answers. And there's the work and my answers for you. So in the first one, I had to convert that 6.52 grams to moles before I plugged into that molarity equation to get the answer. And my liters was, or my volume amount for the solution was already in liters, so I could just put that on the bottom. Then for the second one, I had to do some math in the equation first and then convert. So I needed to know how many grams of Ki I needed. So I plugged in my liter value there, my molarity value there. I put that side over 1 so I could cross multiply, which gave me how many moles of solute, and then I still had to change that to grams. Put a note with this one. This is the most important way you need to know how to solve this problem, because I do this all the time when I make a solution. So number 2 is the most important out of these 3. And then with the last one, I needed to know how many milliliters of solution that I would have, so I had to convert to moles first, then plug it in, and I knew the molarity, and solve for X. Be really careful with your algebra for this step, because my variable is in the denominator. So I need to get that to the numerator first and then solve to get that liter amount, and then I had to change it to milliliters to get my final answer. If you have any other questions regarding molarity, just let me know in class.